Okay. I know, I love you too. I love you too. This love is so violent sometimes. Howdy y'all, my name is Gretchen and I am the Restless Thrifter. I'm going to apologize for the shakiness of the camera. It is sitting on my laptop, on my lap, in my bed, where I am. And this is not my usual format. I've only done this video from bed thing once before. So if you've been watching me for a while, then you can imagine why. I'm having a rheumatoid arthritis flare still. This is going on, see, most of January, February, March. Yeah, 3 months and counting. And it's not better. It was getting better and now it's regressing. But it is one of those things, it's trial and error as far as meds go, and you have to, the trial lasts a long time. I have to wait 6 months to see if the one of the new medicines is going to work. And then we added another one last week, and I'll have to wait a month or two to see how that goes, 6 to 8 weeks, in fact. So if you're not new here, just real quick, I talk about myself and a life update a little bit in the beginning. I will put a time right here where you can jump to get to the sales. If you're not interested in this portion, I totally understand. But what's going on in my life directly impacts my business because I am trying to do this full time and I'm not able to work much. So it's certainly reflected in my sales. So we're going to talk about the week of March 19th through 25th, and sales are continuing to decline. It's no surprise. I listed about the same number of things as I had, and I sold a little bit less. My average sales price stayed about the same. So, you know, there's nothing remarkable about the overall sales. I did have, let's see, 23 items sold. I had 11 on eBay, 9 on Poshmark, and 3 on Mercari. And Poshmark, I am sending out some aggressive offers, using their tools, trying some sales, trying some things to push a little bit more. How many did I list? Let's see, 41 items. So I think last video wasn't a week, it was more than a week ago. I told you guys I had modified my workspace, my photography workspace, so that I could photograph more, which means I could list more. And, you know, the universe, whatever you want to call it, the great cat in the sky, decided differently. This has happened a lot to me in the last few years. Like, I make a plan, I'm like, okay, this is happening, so I'm going to do this to overcome it. Smacking me down. No. So yeah, I haven't really been able to get downstairs to take photos. Not very much at all. I am limiting myself to 15 minutes a day if I can get down there at all. When I say down there, I'm talking about my basement. And it's just not enough to keep me going. But even when I have photographs, why am I saying it that way? Even when I have photos of items to list, I have been too tired and in too much pain to list. It's really hard to see your screen through the tears. And I'm not lying, y'all. The depression is bad. It is bad through this. Anyway, I do still believe that I'm going to get through this. Things are going to be better. I don't know how active and mobile I will be. But right now I'm not leaving the house. I'm using the walker almost always in the house, having to stay seated. And I'm really in bed because it's higher than the couch, and getting off of the couch is just really hard. It was really painful. So, yeah, this is what I look like this. I'm wearing what pretty much is pajamas, and I am clean. I showered for you guys. It had been a while. I don't know, because showering requires getting in the tub, which is hard, or the shower. You have to bend your knees. That's hard. Standing, that's hard. Drying the body off is hard. And putting on clothes. Oh my God, y'all. I mean, my husband has never in his life had to put my socks on for me, but he does now because sometimes my hands aren't working very well. They're hurting today, but they're, I'm able to use them. This pinky doesn't want to do anything, so typing's kind of awkward, but, and trust me, you don't want to snap your fingers when you're having a flare. I learned that today. This morning I was kind of in a good mood and I was dancing and I tried to see, ow, why would I do that to myself? I'm sorry. Anyhow, we're gonna get through this. Now back to the sales. So that was kind of the general overview. I've got my spreadsheet up here. Brain fog is also a thing with this. Yeah. And on average, everything took 136 days to sell. So for the time I listed it to the day it sold, 136 days to sell. Not surprising that that's getting a little bit higher because I am listing fewer new things in order to bring that average down. And I am delisting and relisting daily to get anything that's over 30 days old. Like if the listing's been out there for more than 30 days, I'm refreshing it and it's a brand new listing with a brand new ID and everything. I'm doing that daily so that my closet is super fresh. If I were able to list daily, I probably wouldn't delist and relist that frequently. Like I wouldn't worry about it if it was more than 30 days old. Right now, it's what I can do for my bed without photographs. I'm going to go over the 3 categories, of course, for you. Top 10 sales by profit, fast flips, so that's anything that sold in 14 days or less, and lessons learned, just a couple things I have learned through some sales. My average sales price of everything sold that week was $29.51. I think that varies from what I see in Vendoo. There may have been like a return or something, or the dates may not be lining up exactly from Vendoo from this spreadsheet, although I did export this from Vendoo. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about it. It's not that far off. My average cost of goods per item that sold that week was $3.61, and my average profit per item was $16.18, so lower than it had been. But I'm still happy with that for now. Before we get started, I'm going to ask, can you give me a thumbs up? Maybe you want to wait till the end and give me a thumbs up then, but don't forget. So if you don't want to forget, just go ahead and do it now. And if you want to subscribe, go ahead and do that now too. Why not? You can always unsubscribe later. Although it hurts my feelings every time I see that somebody unsubscribed. Not that I can see who did. I can just see the number go down. And I'm like, oh man. I shouldn't take it personally. I unsubscribe from people. And it's never a personal reason. Okay, we're going to dive into the actual sales. I still think I have some good ones to share with you guys, even though I'm not selling quite as much as usual. The first in the top 10 sales by profit, going in reverse order from least to most profit, is this Garnet Hill size large cardigan sweater merino wool vine print button up 3/4 sleeve. So cute. I love the colors on this. This sold in 43 days on eBay and a customer accepted my offer. The total price with shipping, because this is on eBay, was $24.19. I had paid $2.71 and my profit was $13.88. I bought this because I do like Garnet Hill. Merino wool is a good fabric and I loved the bright colors. I just thought that this would be better than a basic. Like if it was a Garnet Hill black cardigan, merino wool, I probably wouldn't have picked it up. In fact, I probably wouldn't have. Depends if I was, needing how badly I needed inventory. The next is an Icona size extra large belt, genuine leather, hand-tooled, embossed, studded, floral, western. Really cool belt. I loved it. It sold in 66 days on eBay. It actually sold sooner than that, but I had to cancel because they didn't pay. But the person who did pay had purchased it within 66 days of it listing. I just got this at a local Goodwill. It was promoted. On eBay, I do promote my items after they've been listed for a week, and that takes an additional percentage off of the sales price that goes to eBay, but when they promote it, it shows up higher in the search results. So it had been promoted. The person who bought this kept sending me offers that were lower than I wanted. I knew I had the only belt like this online, and it's an extra large, which there weren't a lot of belts in that particular size that had even a similar style. And they really wanted it because they kept coming back and sending me offers. So I'm like, girl, if you want it, just buy it. But I sent her counter offers as well, and we landed on a price with shipping $35.44. I had paid $7.61. So I paid up for this a bit, and then I accepted an offer that was lower than I wanted to. Looks like my bed is crooked. Let's see if I can. Maybe my bed is just crooked. If I wasn't in the situation where sales just aren't coming in, then I would have waited longer. This, the profit was $14.06. If you haven't been watching me, my profit per item is usually over $20. But it's been lower. The next item is a Filson size small button-up shirt, tan, fitted, long sleeve, Western cowgirl workwear. I think most people know the brand Filson. I have sold 2 of their wool felt vests for about $100 each. Maybe $75 to $100 each. I think they both sold for $100. And I was excited about seeing this because I'm like, oh, it's Filson, it's women's. It was a women's shirt. It really didn't have much interest. It took 304 days to sell on Poshmark, so now I know. And it was pretty basic. It was just tan button-up. It sold for $23. I think they sent me an offer and I took it. My cost of goods was $3.49 and my profit was $14.91. Got it in a Goodwill in Durango, Colorado. Comps were anywhere from 25 to 40, but people were just not showing interest in my shirt, so I don't know if I'll pick that up again. Next item, it's a really pretty dress, Intimately Free People, size medium, slip dress, crinkled crepe star crochet tiered. I think star was in the style name, and that's where I got that for my listing. Still seem crooked. Okay, I'm just not going to worry about it. This took 267 days to sell on Poshmark, but no surprise, it sold once spring was coming around. Sold for $28. I had paid $6.52 and my profit was $15.88. Next sale is this Hot Topic plus size XXL dress, red plaid O-ring skirtall, Y2K mall goth schoolgirl. I'm going to pick up this kind of style if it's the right price. This sold in 14 days on eBay for $36.60. I had paid $1.06. I got this at the Bins, the Goodwill outlet in Denver, where I live, and my profit was $20.46. Hot Topic, I wouldn't say is like the best quality, but they do have fun, funky stuff, and they have a lot of that goth look, and the plus size, I would say, probably does better. This one is a Livy, L-I-V-I. I don't know what that stands for, but it's part of the Lane Bryant collection. Livy Active Lane Bryant plus size 22/24 jumpsuit capri tie-dye pockets soft. I didn't try this on, but it looked really super comfy and cute, and the model photo really showed it well. It sold in 3 days on Mercari for $40. I had paid $5.41 and my profit was $20.63. I picked this up at a Salvation Army in Louisville. It retails for $70. I don't normally get that much. I got $40 for this, but I don't normally get that much for Lane Bryant unless it's like a formal dress. But this was super duper cute. This is Talbot size 10 jeans, flawless, high-waisted, wide leg, crop length, medium wash. This sold in 211 days on eBay. Sold for $44.30. I had paid $6.25 and my profit was $23.63. It took a while to sell, so I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't pick these up again. These I picked up at a place called America's Best in Amarillo, Texas. That place prices their stuff super high, but they were having a 75% off sale, and that's the only way I would buy anything there. It was crazy. Crazy prices. And then the next 3 sales in my top 10, rounding it out, are all City Chic dresses. I sell a lot of these. I found a whole bunch of them at a thrift store down in Texas, and I just lucked into it. And these sell really well. They're all new with tags. The first one is something that actually has already come back to me, so I've got it listed if you're interested. City Chic plus size 18 Hypnotize dress, navy off-shoulder wedding formal prom. It came back as does not fit, too large. City Chic really is a true women's plus size sizing. It's some people are going to think it runs large, so it's a little more generous in sizing. I can wear anything from a size 14 to a size 24 in City Chic, depending on the dress. So I'm not surprised that it had to come back to me. So this sold in 140 days on eBay, and it sold for $65.48. I paid $2.20 for this dress, and my profit was $39.87, except for I had to refund them. So, and then the next one is a City Chic plus size 14W elegant lace dress, long sleeve, midi, modest teal wedding. This one, the long sleeve, oh, I thought it was really classy looking. It sold in 202 days on Mercari. And did I put modest in there? Yeah, I put modest because trying to find a long sleeve formal can be difficult sometimes, or something that doesn't show like a whole lot of leg. This one was a midi length, and so, you know, I think it would be perfect for like mother of the bride, or just someone who wants to go to a cocktail party but wants to cover more than cocktail dresses usually cover. Sold for $52. I'd paid $2.71 and my profit was $42.08. City Chic plus size 22 dress, so fancy, emerald green lace, midi length fit and flare. The customer asked me about the color on this, and color always makes me cringe because it's hard to, it's a little bit subjective. But in this case, this was really a green dress, but it looks tealish blue in my photos. So she was wondering, like, what's it closer to? And I said, it really is green. So it sold in 9 days on Poshmark for $55. I'd paid $1.70 and my profit was $52.30. And as far as I know, she's happy with it. Moving on to fast flips. First, let me count how many I had in my top 10 sales. I did have 3, so that's cool. Fast flips, the first one is this Ann Taylor Loft, size medium, semi-sheer top, floral, boho, bohemian, cottagecore popover. This I got from a Goodwill Blue Box. So Goodwill has a website called buybluebox.com, I think. And you can buy just mystery boxes. And they had a sale, and I think it may still be going on, for buy 2, get 1 free on their apparel boxes. Anyway, that sold in 1 day on eBay for $21.08. I had paid $1.52. That was average cost of goods in that blue box. A customer had accepted my offer, and I made $12.63. The next one is from the same box, Morgan & Company, size 5/6, Y2K sequin dress, rose gold, bodycon, maxi, halter, strappy back. I could have gotten more for this if it didn't have some flaws, like some loose sequins, and the straps on this seemed a little discolored to me. But it did sell in 8 days on Mercari for $24. Again, my cost of goods was $1.52, and I made $11.28. And then the last one is also from a Goodwill Blue Box, but this was a denim box. Gloria Vanderbilt, size 4, jean shorts, new, Amanda, high-rise, slimming, dark wash, NWT. This sold in 2 days on eBay. And, you know, these shorts had a 4.78% sell-through rate. Low, right? But it sold in 2 days for me. It sold for $21.07. I had paid $2.79 on average for everything in that denim box, and my profit was $10.41. But think about the sell-through rate, and how I get that number is by going into eBay and Terapeak, and it's pulling the last 90 days, which was winter. And so shorts are just now starting to sell. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt. Lessons learned. I have 2. The first one is Torrid size 10 girlfriend jeans, embroidered, follow your heart, love always script. These were cute. They had little embroidery along the pockets and the bottom of the ankles. For one thing, it was hard to show the embroidery. For people to understand, this is more than just your, you know, plain pair of jeans. And for another, it's a size 10, and Torrid specializes in larger sizes, plus sizes, and size 10 is a medium, you know, in the regular sizing world. So I don't know if there's a lot of size 10 ladies shopping at Torrid. These took 509 days to sell on Poshmark for $24. I had paid $4.89. My profit was $12.29. You know, my cost of goods was okay. My profit was fine, but they just took way too long to sell. So my lesson learned on this is steer away from the smaller sizes of Torrid, like the 10s, the 12s, and maybe even the 14s. 16 and higher is better. The next lesson learned is this equality size small Pride Friends tee, 90s TV show font, graphic t-shirt, NWOT, new without tax. This took 589 days to sell. This was through retail arbitrage at TJ Maxx. I paid $4.90. It sold for $12, and my profit was $4.15. So my lesson, it just continues to be that I'm not good at retail arbitrage. $4.90 for a t-shirt. I mean, I loved the message. I love Friends, and so I loved that it was that font, and I loved that it said equality. It just took too long to sell. At least it didn't take much space in my house. And then, you know, I had 8 other sales, but nothing really of note there. Yeah, nothing super of note there. So that is everything I was going to go over with you. Reacher, do you want to come say hi? Come here. Uh-oh. What's going on? How's your paws? Let's see them. Okay, come here. Come here. Oh my goodness. I know, there's so much love. I know. You're like, who are you talking to? His tail's hitting the camera. Okay. All right. Oh my God. I know. I know. It's about to get loud in here. So, bye y'all. Just keep listening.